Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 in 2025. Today, it's going to be a Patreon cast featuring Donk and SortOf here on Taito Citadel, the latter edition. Bottom right, it is our red Zerg player, Extractor Tricking. It is SortOf, he's the Swedish Zerg today. And in the top left, a Korean Terran player. It's going to be Donk from the Rook WG clan, which is a Korean clan. So I assume he's Korean, but I don't know. Sometimes they let other players from other countries into Korean clans. So I don't know. I Googled him. I tried to find him. I found his clan, but I couldn't find a clan listing anywhere, even on Team Liquid. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a Korean Terran player here versus a Swedish Zerg player. So hatch first, and after the extractor trick is SortOf. We have Terry the Overlord moving out. And yeah, this is going to be a Patreon cast. For those of you who are supporting me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for as little as $1 a month, that is the minimum required to get this cast a month before anybody else sees it on the main channel. So if you're watching this the week of December the 7th, thank you so much for supporting me out there at Patreon. And thanks for supporting me if you're supporting me anywhere else as well. Like, you could be a channel member, right? As far as I know, you could be a channel member here on YouTube by clicking the join button down below at like the Zergling level or the Hydralisk level, maybe even the Ultralisk level. So thank you again if you're a channel member, and thanks if you're a patron. And if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, I don't know, like in 2026 or something, you can hit that like button and subscribe as well. Very standard openings here. It's going to be a Reaper Expand opening here from Donk. Reaper is on the way here. Terry the Overlord scouting out. Brr, brr. Yes, Terry, I know. You like getting high by huffing this Vespene gas, but man, just moderation, right? Moderation in all things. And yes, you're going to keep going. Just a little bit of a huff there. And seeing the Reaper, is it a hallucination from the Vespene gas? Yeah, I know. You've been around a long time. And you know the difference between hallucinations and stuff in the real world. So yes, it is going to be an actual, real, live Reaper here that SortOf needs to handle from our guy Donk. APM check 300 versus 289. Good stuff, man. And killing the drone that was trying to go to a third there. Excellent delay there from the Reaper. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot, man. Queen says, get out of here. The Reaper says, I am too fast for you. You cannot kill me unless I choose to do so. Choose to die. Got a factory here. We've got a command center started at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Third command center early. That is the meta right now. And third base, getting down just in time here from SortOf at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Sub 3 minute hatch, sub 3 minutes command center. And a sneeze for Falcon Paladin that hopefully I muted for you. So third base starting before the third base of the Zerg here for our guy Donk. Donk. I do like that. It's an onomatopoeia, which just means it's a word that simulates a sound. Donk. Right? Right. You know what that means. Maybe you do not. Maybe you learned today what onomatopoeia means. It's a long name, but it is a useful one sometimes. Any kills for this Reaper? Yeah, one kill. The drone. We saw it. And these two queens are like, get away from the third hatch, man. Shoo, shoo. Speed's on the way. We've got anything weird here in the Terran base. Banshee opening here from our guy Donk. Well, I guess it's Reapers and Hellions. Reaper, Hellion into Banshee, which again is very, very standard here in 2025 and also in 2024. Yo. Speed is done very, very soon. Speed is done. Speed is done. We're transferring a drone. Yeah, these queens are covering them, and transferring a drone to the third base here can be a harrowing experience, but with queens on the mend and on the patrol, drones are going to be safe. KD8 charge, knocking them back. This Reaper is getting as much value as a Reaper can get against an excellent Zerg player here like SortOf. And he's got one kill. Ooh, 2 kills. What did he kill? He got another drone kill? Okay, very good. Trying to kill a queen with Hellions and Reapers is a Herculean task. So, yeah, no queens have gone down yet. We are going to go ahead and make a couple more barracks here from Donk. We are going to Send one Banshee across the map, and there's another Banshee on the way here, and Cloak as well. So Cloaked Banshee, not quite the meta here, but, you know, fairly common in TVZ these days. Excellent job defending here for our guy, sort of, and fourth base. Maybe getting sniped by the Banshee. Yo, there we go. Maybe getting sniped. Yeah, forcing a cancel, Hellions and Banshees. Forcing a cancel on a hatch that was just under construction there. Excellent job there by Donk, delaying the third, delaying the fourth, slowing down this Zerg player named SortOf at 300 APM, 400 APM here from Donk right now. Third base landed. It's already an orbital command. We have more barracks on the way. We do have a tank as well, so it's not just going to be a pure Marine Marauder. It's going to be tanks. It's going to be a fourth base and a fifth base now here from SortOf. Fourth base up the right side at this point, and fifth base down where originally the fourth base is. And again, Banshees are good at canceling hatches. Much better than Hellions and Reapers. And there we go. Cancel, cancel, run drone, and replant drone. Cloak is here. We've got a Spore inside the main base. Excellent job. And we have an Overseer chasing and following these Banshees. No speed for Overseers on the way quite yet. But Banshees are not quite fast enough without their Hyperflight Rotor upgrade here. Dude, why? This another cancel and sniping the drone. Nice speedling wraparound on those Hellions. Hellions are all dead. Okay, excellent job. How many Hellions are there on the map? 0. 16 Marines, a tank, 2 Banshees. And now the Lings have map control because they pinned those Hellions right up here and defeated them and executed them. Finally, fifth base. Again. Just excellent opening here from our guy, Donk. I do feel like he's a Korean Terran player, man. With an APM like that, and canceling skills like that, and getting pinned and killed like that. I don't know. It's easy. It's easy to get surrounded by Speedlings, man. Speedlings are so fast. Got ourselves a weird blockade here. I don't know why it's a blockade instead of just rocks, but I guess somebody wanted to show off how we can make different walls in StarCraft 2, if you're so inclined. Banshee, Banshee down. 3 kills for this Banshee. 5 drones have been killed. 5. I think all 5 drones were killed when the hatchery they were making was canceled. And, okay, maybe not. Just a little bit of harassment here inside the main base. A little bit of slow reaction time. Here from the Queen, from SortOf inside the main base. And here's the push at 7 minutes and 42 seconds. We have Marines. Overlord down. Supply blocking SortOf? Absolutely not. Not even close, man. We have tanks. We have Marines. What upgrades? We have Stim. We've got +1 and +1 done. Combat Shield. Maybe waiting for Combat Shield. Nice wrap around. Pick him up against the main Lings. Yes. Excellent pick up there. Both tanks get picked off by the Lings here. And again, excellent pick up there. Whew, by those Medivacs. No Baneling connections on Marines quite yet. But again, once speed is done, you will see. 14 drones just got finished here from SortOf. We don't have an income tab because this is a ladder match. So no Game Heart. I feel like we could incorporate Game Heart into every single ladder match if we wanted, but maybe that's a job that is too big for the StarCraft intern. It's StarCraft, right? They are in charge of StarCraft and StarCraft 2. And that's it. They're the only person in charge of it at Microsoft Activision Blizzard these days. They have a lot on their plates, and so I guess we'll never see that. Anyway, just, you know, flying all over the place, abusing Medivacs, Medivac flying here, and another attack down into the 5th base here at the southern spot. Is it gonna be a hatch down, Baneling? No, not in time. He did kill some Marines, but the hatch is down. Oh no, where are these? Just parked out here. Medivacs parked over here. Just above the main base here, and so many cancellations, so many kills here from our guy. Donk SortOf is being slowed down. He's not maxed out at 9 minutes like he would like to be. We've got a 4th command center here from our guy Donk. We've got Widow Mines being added into the composition here as well. Production tab says drilling claws are on the way. Got a hive as well here from our guy SortOf. And again, I guess this Medivac is empty, and this Medivac has 2 Marines at this point, so not really a threat, but something you do need to keep an eye on because SortOf does not know how many Marines are still in those Medivacs. We've got Hydras. on the way here. Do we have a lurker den? We don't. Maybe it's just going to be Hydroling Bane. I don't think we've seen a TVZ with Hydroling Bane on the channel recently. Tank down. Widowmine's getting some connections. Baneling connections. No, Marines sacrificing themselves to save their best friends. Hurry, pull back to creep. Hydralisks. No speed done. 42 lings on the way. Hive is finished. And are we going to get ourselves some cracklings? Are we going to get cracklings here, sort of? I think we should. And full wraparound, but no cracklings. We got 1-1 against the +1/+1 of the Marines. 2-2 is on the way here from our blue player. And right here, more command centers being built all of the time. He has not been harassed by the Zerg player. He has not been attacked by the Zerg player. He is the one who is attacking now. He is the one setting the tempo. And that bodes well. That bodes well for this Terran player, Donk, who I've never heard of, but is playing really well. And again, SortOf is back. I don't know where SortOf went for like 7 years. I don't think I've seen him on the channel for a very long time. But he's back. He's playing well. Donk is maxed out. He's trying to build a Widow Mine at this here factory, but oh, there we go. Has enough supply available, and now he's at 199 supply. SortOf is maxed out at 11 minutes 2 here. So, Marines, that 2-2 is finishing up quite shortly. A fungal would be sick. We saw some infestors in the production tab. Nice surround here. Man, excellent job picking up as well, though, for Donk. So he's losing stuff and not losing as much. 10,000 resources lost for SortOf, 7,000 for Donk. Creep spread in, out, making sure nobody drops over here anytime soon. These lings can maybe be used better elsewhere, but he's worried about the drop potential of those medevacs, which he definitely should be. Lurker Den's on the way. +3 attack is on the way from the Zerg player 2. Does he have Adrenal? No! Dude, come on. It's Hydroling Bane. You want Adrenal. If you're going Roach Ravager and Baneling and, like, you're not using your lings all that much, fine. But otherwise, get the Adrenal. This is Falcon's biggest obsession in StarCraft. Both Brood War and StarCraft 2 are Zerg players that refuse to use Adrenal when they're making hundreds of Zerglings over and over and over again. You're like, wait, why are these guys not winning? Says SortOf. Is he thinking about that? Is he like, wait, why are these lings not winning? They should be winning. I have Hive Tech. I have 2-2. Adrenal 2-2 lings should be able to win that. You don't have Adrenal. All right, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it until it shows up in the production tab. I'm not even going to think about it at all. Another base from Donk. Upgrading that sucker to an orbital. Nope, planetary fortress. He canceled that. Not sure what that was all about, but seismic spines are on the way. So it's going to be some lurkers here, too. It's not going to be Hydroling Bane forever. I'm going to try to make some lurkers work here, which I'm not a huge fan of. But the more Marauders there are, I kind of feel like the better they are. I don't know. Hydras do really well against Marauders, too, though, cost for cost. I'm just not sure. I'm not a huge fan of lurks. More infestors being produced. He's got. Did he cancel some? I feel like he had a couple earlier. They probably just died. That's what they do. Tack it in. Widowmine. Boom. Friendly fire splash onto that one a little bit. Yeah, high ground. You don't really want to mess with that from our Terran player, Donk, chasing the Hydras back. Changelings getting sniffed out quite nicely. They don't have combat shields on them. That's how you can visually tell that they are not your Marines. Also, they don't benefit from stim either. Coming in, trying to threaten this fourth base up the right side. Donk is. Army value 117 to 114 supply. Trying to get a surround on these dudes is tough to do. Widowmine from the fire connection again on some of those Marauders. Very injured group here for Donk as he is retreating from this position. And Planetary gonna die. All right, SortOf. He needed a win here, man. He needed a win today, and I think he got one. Took down a Planetary Fortress. That's always really nice. Really, really nice stuff. So, again, Adaptive Talent, Seismic Spines, Lurker upgrades all over the place. Where are the Lurkers, though? Seeing Banelings in production. That doesn't really count as a Lurker, as it turns out. And there we go. A little bit of Blinding Cloud could be awesome. A little bit of some Abduct on some of these medevacs would be really cool, too. For the Vipers, but yeah, I think Terran's okay. All right, Terran's casually at 5 bases. Zerg players got a 6th base now, so it's a 1 base advantage for the Zerg, but doesn't do as well. Ooh, Liberator. Caught out. That's what the Hydras are for. There we go. Finally, 6 lurkers in production. There they are. He is adding lurkers into the comp here, which is what ghosts are all about. Sniping, and ghosts are already here. We've seen that a million times, but ghosts getting surrounded and killed by Lings. Yeah, attacking a planetary with an army stationed at it is the worst thing you can do. As a Zerg player, please never do that. If you go up to kill a planetary and the army shows up, just back out. Back out and go somewhere else. 7th base top right here on Taito Citadel. It is a huge map. I didn't actually mention how big the map is earlier, but I should mention it now. It's big! Look at how big this thing is. It's expanding to a gold in the bottom left too. Sort of. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double expanding to 7 and 8 on the corners. Considering that Donk maybe can't kill both of those, I believe is the idea. Spires on the way from SortOf. Incredible stuff. And attacking into a Liberator zone with a tank on the high ground. And that tank should be dead, but guess what? The Lings don't have the Adrenal upgrade. Nidus in the main. Lurkers coming out of the Nidus. I promise you what that is coming out of there. These guys are out alone. Dead. Donk. Are you he's not recognizing this, I don't think. He's setting a ghost up now. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Burrowing out. Lurker spines and a narrow choke like this. Tough, but nope. Too many ghosts. He breaks the Lurker, or breaks the snipe there by going back inside the Nidus. That's cool. Nidus here too. I love this from SortOf. It's a high level play to constantly throw these Niduses all up over the map in random places. Force the attention of the Terran elsewhere and then attacking in, bungling up as well here. Hydra trying to get the Liberators. Not quite enough Hydras to do that. 10 of them have to fall back at the end. Gold base is done. Top right base is done as well here. It is an 87 to 87 worker situation, but SortOf has more bases that he is putting the workers at. He needs to send some of these guys out elsewhere. Send this guy too, oversaturated. Sending some down to this base would be a good idea. Some drones are transferring down this location. Nidus, yes, but in range of a sieged tank makes it hard for the Nidus to come up, and in fact impossible. Can't do it. Workers are not good at killing Niduses when they're coming up. That is a change they made a couple of years ago, because I was so always frustrated when I Nidus somebody and then they just pull like 10 probes and kill it, and I'm like, okay, should probes really be able to kill a Nidus? Should they not have to be able, like, it's like if there was a drop coming into your base with Terran, right? And all you had to do was pull 10 drones and you could shut it down. Like, that's stupid. You should have to commit some army units to stop a Nidus swarm coming up. And now you do. If all you do is pull SCVs to try to stop this thing, they cannot kill it in time. Forcing a lift off is a good win here for the Zerg. Lurkers burrowing in, making this their own favorite position here. Oh man, those Lurkers taking attacks on those SCVs would be huge. Lurkers, yeah, finding SCVs in the natural base. Going to town on these guys too. Engineering Bay is going to die. Orbital in a lot of trouble. Another Nidus coming up. Donk finds himself on the back foot somehow, amazingly. Could we spread some creep up here? Probably could if SortOf was thinking about it. Lurker gets out of the scan range. Some of them backed into the Nidus. This guy goes back, tries to get a couple more shots off, but he gets absolutely sniped to death by like 8 ghosts. SCVs dying at an alarming rate here. Remember when it was 87 to 87 workers? It's 90 to 74 now in favor of SortOf. This is getting out of hand a little bit. Nidus is all over the place. The pressure is real. Donk doesn't really have anywhere to expand now. SortOf has taken a billion bases. He needs to send some of these drones somewhere else, though. Just want to say that one. Extra gas would be good as well. Probably don't want to get Ultralisks in this situation because the ghost count is so heavy. But Hydraling Bane, man. Just instead of getting Lurkers, go Hydraling Bane. The ghosts, if they want to snipe Hydras and Lings and Banes, be my guest, guys. They don't want to. They want to snipe big stuff like Lurkers and Ultras, and even Vipers are a good target. Infestors, too. These Lings are not Adrenal Lings. If SortOf loses this game, I'm going to put it solely on the fact that he doesn't have Adrenal Lings, because everything else is going really well for him. He's got a ton of bases. He's keeping the Terran player fairly contained in his corner of the map at the top left here. He can't really go anywhere at this stage of the game. He keeps trying to come down and expand, but Zerg player can constantly reinforce this as much as he wants. How many Lings has he made today? 683 Lings have died today. 700 of them have died. No Adrenal, 30 more on the way. He's using Lings as a heavy part of his army composition here. Couldn't get quite back into the medevacs there, guys. That's okay. All right, finally, safe enough to bring the command center back in to this 6th base up top for Donk. This base no longer oversaturated. He put gas here, so I think that's where those workers went. Gold base is an amazing benefit here too. SortOf's bank is at 5,000, 2,000. Donk's at 3,600. His gas is not heavy. If he wants to replace things like Marauders and Ghosts and Liberators, he's going to have a harder time with it. With a 700 gas bank here at 19 minutes. +1 flyer attacks on the way. I don't know if he's trying to go mute a tech switch. Broodlord's not going to be very good with this many ghosts on the field either. And once again, this little baby army. Oh, surprise. That's what these little ferns are all about. They prevent vision if you're on the ground there, and the Marines walked into death because they didn't know otherwise. They couldn't see what was on the other side of that cloud of darkness. Amazing. Another knight is coming up inside the base. We got changelings providing that vision here today. And sure, why not? Why not erupt? Right on top of a siege tank. I like it. Burrowing in. Lurker, no chance. Bonus versus armored for those lurkers. Another knight is coming in. Planetary's in range to kill that one, though. That's fair. I think the planetary should be able to kill a Nidus that's coming up. I don't have issues with that. Lurkers, a pretty traditional answer to these lurks as well. Got another attack poking in, but what did we just say? Army set up at a planetary. Don't attack into it. Sort of knows what that's all about. 38,000 to 26,000 resources lost, though, is a big number in favor of Donk right now. Those resources are piling up for SortOf. Again, what's the +1 air weapons for? A mass Mutalisk strategy here would actually be kind of interesting. I mean, you still got, there's only 9 Marines on the field. Liberator Splash is pretty good too, anti-air against Mutas. I don't know. I don't know if he's getting that upgrade because he's not sure what else to get other than, I don't know, the Adrenal Gland upgrade, which makes your lings into cracklings. Because look at, he's still... He's lost 723 lings today. None of them have had the crackling upgrade. What is with Zerg players? I know what it is. It's because the upgrade for Adrenal is not something you have to activate. It's not something that's super visually distinguishable. Like a ling with Adrenal is not hugely different from one without. Fungal catch. So he's in here being like, my lings are attacking stuff. I don't know what you want from me. Come on, start it. He's getting Microbial Shroud and firing up 56 more lings. Again, lings can be a really good late game unit against Terran and against Protoss, but guess what? They're not good. Okay, this is where he sees it, right? This is where he's like, these lings are not attacking with the haste that I expect them to attack with. No? Still no? Oh, he's like running out of stuff to upgrade here. He's getting, again, Microbial Shroud is here. What's really good against Ghosts is surrounding them with a ton of 3/3 cracklings. They die, man. But if they don't have the crackling upgrade, it's a lot easier for the Ghost to survive. Is that a second Spire? It is, of course it is. We saw the first one coming up. It's a Greater Spire now. So if he's thinking about going Broodlords when there are this many Ghosts, I disagree with his sentiment immensely. You see that Ghost Ball? Do you see it? There are also Widow Mines all over the map. I don't think Mutas are the play here. But the good news for SortOf is he's held on to his bases. I say that, and he's in danger of losing the top right base, without a doubt. Widow Mine connection. Lings chasing in. Not getting as much damage done before they die. Snipe, snipe. Yeah, we'll snipe Hydras if we have to. It's just not something we prefer to be doing here. This is a slow death. EMP gets tossed down, too, on those Overseers. Not really catching them as much as you'd like. Baneling connections don't do bonus damage versus Ghost, but they're fairly squishy boys anyway. They don't have a ton of HP. Yeah, he's going to lose the hatch. Lurkers are causing problems down here inside the natural base. Losing an orbital, losing a starport is not that... Okay, not a terrible thing, but... Yo! Planetary busted! Woo! Okay, Hydra's taking out that Liberator, too. They can finishing this thing off. Base down for a base here. I think SortOf is okay with that trade. Marauders come in, shut down, save everything. Save the orbital, save the starport. Everything's fine. Snipe, 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 snipe. Every Hydra but one dies to snipe. The lings aren't cutting it, SortOf. Do you know why? He still doesn't know why. He still doesn't know why. Overlord speed, Burrow, Ling speed, Baneling speed, +3 melee, +2 missile, +3 ground carapace, +1 flyer carapace, +1 flyer attack, seismic spines, Hydra range, Hydra speed, lunge, adaptive talons, and microbial shroud. He's got 15 upgrades today. Not one of them is the one that he really needs to win this game. Can he win this without microbial shroud? Yes. Can he win this without lunge? Yes. But he needs adrenal. It's a good engagement here. It really is. He's like, why is that tank not dead? Why am I having to use banelings to kill that tank? These cracklings should be destroying it. He's making 13 corruptors. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's building 13 corruptors. He's going to try to make Broodlords work here, which, again, with the amount of ghosts that are out, not exactly a very solid idea. But he's like, I don't know what to do. This strategy is not working right now. Man. I'm kind of at a loss. Can sort of win this game without adrenal. I mean, yeah, I think he can. But he's just lost 1,030 Zerglings. Look, not that adrenalings don't die. It's just if they die, they should die with their full capabilities. It's like 1,000 Marines dying without ever having stim or combat shield. It's just not nearly as good. He does take down another planetary. Can't quite get this orbital here. Once again, Hydras are willing to snipe the Hydra, or are willing to be sniped here. Corruptors trying to snipe at some of these Liberators. I like that. I like nice fungal, but where's the follow? There is no follow. Yeah, look, man, if you're going to fungal something, guess what fungal doesn't do? Damage. It doesn't really... Okay, it does. It doesn't really kill anything, though, unless it's already incredibly injured. It's more of a slowing thing these days. You could die to fungals back in Wings of Liberty. That was a thing that used to happen all the time, but not here. Not enough damage on that fungal to actually kill ya. Does the slowing instead. Donk takes the top right-hand side base. He's got the 1 o'clock base here, too. He does lose the left sider, which is a problem. SortOf's mining out the gold down here on the left side. He just doesn't know. He just doesn't know that he doesn't have the upgrade. Now look, this is not, hey boy, SortOf sure is dumb. I've cast several games where he does this. Cyril has done this before. In a TVT against Maru on the channel, of all people. But I think he eventually got there. I think it was at like the 30-minute mark. And he finally remembered a base top right dies here for Donk. This is a good game. But I just can't help but wondering if this game would already be over if it sort of had forgotten about cracklings. It's astoundingly infuriating that this is happening. At no point SortOf has looked at his lings and said, they're not doing as well as they usually do. And thought, huh, why would they not be doing as well as they usually do? What are these drones doing out here? What is your plan exactly? Guys, what are you doing? 146 to 82 army supply, 200 to 138. SortOf's bank is drained. He's at 71,000 resources lost to 45,000 lost for Donk. And yeah, I think he gets more cost efficiency out of his lings if he gives them the upgrade that makes them the terrifying little monsters that they can be. Yeah, there's just not enough left here for SortOf. I love the Corruptors picking off the Liberators, but that's it. GG. SortOf taps out. He's starved to death. Donk doesn't have a huge bank, 1,700 and 1,900, but it's way more than what SortOf has on the mineral side of things. Resource loss 76,000 to 48,000. 48,000. Yeah, that is just incredible cost efficiency. 1,215 lings died without knowing the beautiful grace that is the adrenal glands upgrade you can get at your spawning pool. Did you know that? Did you know that if you go to your spawning pool, you can click on it and then get adrenal, and then your lings are way more effective. They're much better against the ghosts, the handful of Marines. They kill tanks super fast. They can take down planetaries. Fully upgraded Crackling can take down planetaries by themselves. You know what can't take down planetaries by themselves? Non-adrenal lings. They can't do it. It is a major difference between the two. So I don't know, man. Donk played really well. I'm not saying that Donk didn't deserve the win. He tried his best. He played very well. He had good ideas. He executed. He used Widow Mines. He used Ghost to a high level. He expanded a bunch. I'm not going to disagree with this guy getting the win with 432 average APM, where Sword is at 424. But it's just, if your opponent has Adrenal, you fear the Lings a lot more. You fear them. And every time the Lings did something in this game, it was like, wow, it's okay. They're doing damage. They are, but it's not the incredible 47 damage per second it feels like you're getting out of Lings when they have the Adrenal. So, insane. But end of the day, 5 planetaries died. Only 2 hatcheries died. But there were, 3 or 4 cancels as well. But this was just cost efficiency. This was Donk being, I'm going to be cost efficient. Every battle I have with you, I'm going to win on the economic side of things. And yeah, you can kill 5 of my planetaries. You can kill 2 of my orbitals. It doesn't matter. I'm going to win. My ghosts are going to have insane cost efficiency today. 14 kill ghost, 14 kill ghost, 17 kill ghost. Like, are ghosts the best unit in StarCraft? Like, what consistently gets 15 kills in a game other than a ghost, you know? Anyway, good game. I don't want to take anything away here from Donk. I guess I want to take a little bit away from Donk. But yeah, he gets the win anyway. It's all good. All right. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. Legacy of the Void, and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.